It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, south,
Everywhere.
east,
Where you at?
and west, Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the hip hop school. Be wrong in the grind, all Primo, Fur, and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the hip hop school. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the hip hop school. Here can't be mad, cause you got swag and easy, cool. Bitch, your motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the hip hop school. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the hip hop school. Can't look like that, I'm into son, got artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the hip hop school.
Past and present.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. It's a New Year's 2023. It's going down. We have a lot of great things in store for the new year. How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Hey, I'm all good. You know, it's a new year. You know, season 2. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get this show on the road. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Well, I'm your girl, Asia, the assistant principal. Down below, you have Supreme Rod, the principal. And beside me, you have Heezy, the dean of hip hop.
Yeah.
What up?
And with that being said, class is in session. Y'all know how we do each and every week. We start off with a hip hop trivia question. This week hip hop trivia question is brought to you by our sponsors, Supreme Pull Up, Art by Chunk G, the Uhuru Academy, Lit and Leisure Travel, and a Desk of the Asia. This week's hip hop trivia question is: who was the first rapper to record an album while in prison? Again, who was the first rapper to record an album while in prison? Try to answer that question throughout the duration of the show. We will reveal the answer at the end of this segment.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. Because it's been a few, you know what I'm saying, who done got locked up and recorded the album behind bars. So who's the first one to do it?
I'm damn sure gonna do some fact checking on that one.
I think I got the answer.
We'll see. We'll see if anybody drop down in the comments and get it too. You know what I mean?
Yes, indeed. Well, we started off this year with some very sad news. Unfortunately, one of the founding members of 3 6 Mafia, Gangsta Boo, she passed away on New Year's. I think it was New Year's Day, right?
New Year's Day, yeah.
Yeah, where she unfortunately passed away. And so we started out the new year again with one of our legends passing away. It seems like this is something that has been happening for quite some time. It seems like every year in the beginning of the year, we lose somebody.
Yeah, it's either at the beginning or the end, or both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like December, January. Yeah, for sure.
And rest in peace, Gangsta Boo, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of speculation surrounding what transpired. But it's just been so many people that we've lost, and a lot of those cases, there is a lot of speculation around it. But in this particular case, you know, a lot of people was trying to pin it on the fact that she had a history of indulging in illicit drugs. And some people were trying to say that she passed away due to an overdose. Well, that's just speculation right now because there hadn't been any information to come out to confirm the way that she passed away.
Oh yeah, I thought it was confirmed already. They confirmed.
I didn't see anything that actually confirmed it.
Okay. But yeah, like you said, it's a lot of speculation because of the history. You know what I'm saying? Shit, they are 3 6 Mafias. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of some shit they was known for. You know, she was kind of known for. So of course, that's gonna be the first thing that's thrown.
Remember when she was on? I think it was Marriage Boot Camp with the white boy, and they found some powder in her purse.
Yeah, but she was saying that it was found on the dresser, and she was saying that she don't know how it got there.
He was set
and
up.
she said that she actually went on Drink Champs and said that they tried to play in her face, basically. But the way that she reacted to them finding it, it was hers.
Yeah, it might have been, man. But you know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Gangsta Boo, man. Like you said, she was a legend. She was actually one of my favorite, you know what I'm saying, female rappers. She's probably in my top 3, you know what I'm saying, female rappers of all time for sure. Gangsta Boo, Marvelous, and Mia X. They're my top 3.
Nah, you ain't got to get on her capping because the lady done died now. You ain't got to do that. You just say rest in peace.
Look, I ain't bullshit. I don't buy too many female rappers' albums and shit, but Gangsta Boo, Inquiring Minds, that's one of the ones I bought, and that's one of the ones I bumped. She always been one of my favorites.
Well, he dropped the title. He dropped the album title.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I always fuck with Gangsta Boo.
We'll go back through the archives in the school and see where he was at when we talked about female rappers.
Yeah, we gonna have to see because it's been years since the hip hop school, past and present, has been established, and I have never seen this man.
He was talking about Rod Digger and shit.
No,
I don't think he was talking about Rod Digger.
I fuck with Rod Digger, but I ain't never.
I fuck with Rod Digger too. I fuck with you.
Well, in other Memphis news, Lil Migo got his chain snatched, and he just a couple of weeks ago he was getting hit in the face by a nub from Grove Heroes. So now somebody done snatched his chain. I don't know what's going on with Lil Migo. What's the beef with Lil Migo? Why people got a problem with him?
You know what I think? I think some people in Memphis personally know he ain't about that. And they know that nigga, you know, ain't like who he is, who he rapping about, and they showing the world like this ain't the nigga. Because ain't nobody doing Pooh Chice and them like that. The rest of them young niggas out of Memphis ain't getting done like that. Why they picking on this nigga?
Right. Yeah, I don't really know the history. I don't know if he out there talking shit or what, but yeah, like you say, that nigga been taking L's for the last couple months. So.
Yeah,
you say you is. That's what it is, probably.
He got a slid at the airport by Grove Hero in his
that nub.
His baby arm.
Right.
Man, how you let somebody drop you with a DJ Paul on?
Charleston White said
got up and Grove Hero ass.
Charleston White said it was heavy. It was a heavy. His arm is heavy.
Hey, but remember on the last show we were talking about it, I'm saying he done had that motherfucker forever, all his life. So he probably be working out that motherfucker, doing all kind of little, you know what I mean? Little moves and tricks with that motherfucker.
Yeah, because disabilities, when people have disabilities, they be developing strength in other areas of whatever.
That's what I'm saying. He gonna figure out a way. Shit. That nigga ain't survived in the hood all his life for nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He been out there doing this thing.
Yeah. But you know what? It's been so much going on in the media these days that it's just all devastation. It seems like all the trending topics is some crazy shit. Like Finesse two times done got caught up in the club at a concert. He done got caught up in these people done started shooting at the concert and everything in Knoxville. And it was a fight that had broke out.
I don't mean cut y'all. He was in a tent.
Oh yeah, it was like a big ass tent or some shit.
You said let's be very clear.
It was a tent. It was a marijuana place tent. Some shit, man.
I remember when my grandma used to make me go to them jubilees or revivals or something.
Exactly.
You telling me they was in a revival tent having a rap concert?
Big facts.
That's exactly what that is. Damn, that's crazy.
I would have counted the show then and there. Them folks ain't ready.
Hey, so they saying somebody got shot and
robbed
and finesse two times. They ran off with the money or some shit like that. Didn't they say something?
Man, they said that nigga robbed. They robbed it. He robbed the cannabis store. Ran out with the promoter's money.
Right.
And one of them, and the club owner got popped.
The club owner? Damn. That's crazy. See, this nigga just getting out. He just getting.
And this nigga next show is in LA.
Damn.
Well, he just getting out. He going right back in. They finna lock 2 times up 2 more times.
But if you watch the video, he didn't really do nothing. His bodyguard stepped up and you know what I'm saying, against the perceived threat. And he kind of backed that out the way. So
well, that's good. You know,
I don't know.
But it's always some shit, man. Like, damn, you can't even.
He just one of them niggas, man.
Yeah,
He's one of them Memphis niggas, man. What's wrong with y'all out there?
Now I don't know. Niggas just been taking L's back to back. They better slow down because we at the top of the top of the totem pole right now in this rap game. So they need to chill out because these people, they going to hell or jail, and they need to slow down before we don't have anybody to represent the M.
No, you hey, that's for real.
For real, man. God damn. Why didn't he need to go do a show at a regular place like a stadium or?
Yeah.
Well, maybe if he just inside somewhere, that might make people calm down a little bit. Just do a show on the inside. It don't matter the venue. Just make sure it got 4 walls and a roof on it.
They had 10 out there, man.
Yeah, you got them niggas outside. He got them niggas outside. You know, when you outside, you feel like it ain't nothing but earn opportunity. I bet one of them niggas was about to fight and said, "Yeah, nigga, ain't nothing but earn opportunity. Do something." You know how.
And then I heard Memphis and Nashville don't get along.
They was in Knoxville.
Oh, Knoxville. Okay.
Memphis nigga ain't got no reason in Knoxville anyway. That's a hick town. But Memphis and Nashville, it can be. It could be an issue at times, but that was kind of like back in the day, though. I don't know how it is now.
Ain't no telling.
Lord have mercy. People need to chill out for real. It was another one of these fools that keep dealing with people that Gucci Mane artist.
Yeah, another one of his artists.
Gucci Mane artist. What's the man name? Mr. Critter. Matt Critter.
Matt Critter.
So this man, he charged with attempted murder.
Right. They locked him up.
No,
Gucci Mane started to seem like the omen.
Yeah, he charged with first degree murder, not attempted murder. That nigga charged with first degree.
It's first degree.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane starting to seem like the omen to me because every time somebody signing him, they getting locked up.
It seemed like he go to the worst hood and he sit and say, "Give me the most stupidest, ignorant nigga to sign."
Right. It did, you know, like most of the niggas be hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? They don't be all that. Every now and then he'll catch one like a poo shite, you know, shit like that. But shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, hey man.
You gotta do better, man.
Yeah, Gucci, man. Hey, why don't you gonna have to start going to the suburbs and get some of these niggas or something, man? Shit.
And you know what, Gucci Mane, to me, I think that Gucci Mane is at a point in his career that he shouldn't be digging too deep into the gutter going to get people. Like Gucci, he has established himself to the point that he need one of those breakout artists, like Yo Gotti be having breakout artists. You know, like Gucci is in that space where he should be having these breakout artists that's putting that shit on. But every time he gets somebody, they end up getting locked up. Wasn't Pooh Shiesty signed to him? Yeah. Now, there was one that really was on his way. Pooh Shiesty really was on his way.
So,
hey, you know he's going to be here next month too, D.A.
Who? Gucci
Mane. Guess who on the lineup?
Is Juvenile on there? That's the one with Juvenile?
Gucci, T.I., Jeezy, Jadakiss, Cameron and Ja Rule and Rick Ross.
That sound like it's gonna be some mess in it. That sound like it's gonna be real messy.
I'm going, man. We gotta go, man. We gotta get our ticket, man. It's on Sunday. Maybe
man, why I gotta be on Sunday?
Maybe I don't know, man.
I be having to be at work in the morning now.
Go ahead and represent the hip hop school, past and present of the country.
Yeah, until I get me a husband that can pay these bills, I got to get up early in the morning and go to work.
Right now. Get to work, miss.
Or get the flat back in one. Look,
Either or, man. Whichever one pop first.
work ain't honest, but it pays to be a German.
Get the money.
Yeah, y'all heard about French Montana video shoot getting shot up?
Yeah, man.
What's his name? Rod 49. I think he signed to Cash Money, if I'm mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But
Cash Money still a record label?
Yeah,
Young Money.
Oh, okay. He signed to one of them. I know he signed to somebody down there in New Orleans. So, because he from New Orleans, yeah. Supposedly he got shot down there. So
no, they weren't in New Orleans. They were in Miami.
Right. Yeah.
It was in Miami, man. I heard it had something to do with it was supposed to be in one hood, but they went to another hood, and that hood got mad, and
some hood shit.
That's some hood shit.
I heard something different. I heard that it was in one area there was a robbery or something where they were shooting, and so then they moved the location, and then it kind of moved. The drama moved over there to where they were at.
It was got something to do with two different hoods. Two different hoods. Yeah. That shit crazy.
Hey man, ever since we started this show, man, we've been talking about is rap is one of the most dangerous professions. Being a rapper, one of the most dangerous professions. Shit, every week we talking about either some shit like this, motherfucker getting shot, some concerts getting shot up, somebody getting killed. Shit, it's hard to argue against it at this point.
No, we're not gonna even do that because we got linemen that be climbing poles, making sure our cable on that can drop from 100-some feet in the air. You got construction workers, you got miners, you got them people that be on them boats with the tides throwing them everywhere, getting the crabs that we love to eat. Those jobs are way more dangerous than being a rapper. What it is these rappers, they still want to be in the streets. They want to be in the streets, and they also want to rap. They got one leg in and one leg out. You can't be in the streets and have that much visibility. So you got to choose
now. The streets and rap the same shit.
That's what I was about to say. I think
it's the same shit.
I think it's street niggas like damn anybody can rap now. You know what I'm saying? It's street
niggas. Like when they be like little rapper, little such and such got killed. I'm like, that's just, you can take the rap off. That's just little such and such. They just so happen to have 2 YouTube videos. Now he's a rapper. These just regular hood niggas that so happen to rap that's getting fucked off.
Pretty much.
I don't think that it's the most dangerous job. I don't. But I mean, we have the right to have a difference of opinions, even though, you know, I mean,
I ain't saying it was, but I'm saying that, you know, I see why people say that. You know what I'm saying?
It showed making the case for it.
Right.
Yeah, well then why people constantly signing up for it then, if that's the case?
See it for the money.
Zulu Black, what up, Zulu?
Zulu, what's happening? Everybody in the comments, what's up? Yeah.
And shout out to the comments, man.
Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. If y'all are watching and y'all haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it as well.
Say y'all. Oh, my bad. My bad.
Go ahead.
No, you move on. Go ahead, move along.
I want to reverse.
I was gonna say, speaking of you know, the damage of drug abuse, you got your boy Keith Murray. He been on a tour.
Oh, we gonna get to Keith. We gonna get to Keith Murray. We gonna get to Keith Murray. Yeah, because he on that booger sugar for real.
Hey man, but listen though. All right, we gonna get to
it. Okay, before we get to that, we got to get to some foolishness. So y'all know the pastor, that the scamming pastor, the one that had did that skit of him getting robbed in the church.
Oh, shit.
It was a skit. I called the man a bastard. Bishop Lamar Whitehead.
Yeah.
He wanna get in the ring and box Uncle Murder. He say that he wanna box Uncle Murder because Uncle Murder dropped his name, talked about him in a rap song, and so now he wanna put hands on him.
Man, he needs to pay for them lawyers. He needs some legal money. He fight this case. You know that the feds and raided him, so he needs publicity and some money. And he just, and you know, man, he being thirsty.
They need to lock his ass up the way he did Madirium at the church. He done robbed Madirium and done spent up all their money on that fake Gucci he be wearing. They need to go and lock him up, and now he threatening to fight people. He already got charged with fraud, so they need to tack on him threatening to fight Uncle Murder.
Yeah, that shit crazy. And these niggas, how old is these niggas? Like in their 50s down there, 45, 50? You know
I'm sure they could eat for free at IHOP and Dennis. They round about
the pastor, he a little young. I think he about 40, 35, 40. Ain't it?
Okay. I don't know.
He a young nigga, man. Now Uncle Murder, he up there. But you know, Uncle Murder do this shit every year, man. Niggas is ought to just top that shit up. Instead of responding, you know, Freddie Gibbs, he gotta respond as usual. You know, so niggas need to sit down somewhere, man. Worry about your freedom.
Exactly.
Pastor.
Exactly.
That's crazy. Westside Gun said that he is retiring from rap. How do y'all feel about that? Hey, Westside Gun, this is what I don't be understanding about people who be saying they retire. It'll be one thing if you said you was retiring when somebody was checking for you versus when ain't nobody checking for you and they already thought you was retired anyway. So what y'all feel about Westside Gun saying that he's retiring from rap?
Me personally, I don't give a damn at all. You know what I'm saying? He can, you know what I'm saying? But I will say he do got a fan base that actually loves him.
He got a fan base. Niggas fuck with Westside Gun, you know.
So it's some niggas, but I never understood why a nigga would say they retiring from rap. Like what that means. So you not rapping no more? Like you know what I'm saying?
Niggas just get tired. Niggas get tired of the social media and just you know, all that shit that come with it. So you know what I mean? I'm gonna retire. And none of them niggas ever retire. None of them.
Ever.
So he gonna be just like that. He gonna be boom, 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 boom in the next 7 or 8 months. And all this old shit in line, talking about the fans begging him back. So
publicity stuff 9 times out of 10.
Y'all know Jay-Z, he retired so many times.
Right, Jay-Z,
Too short.
Hey, was looking like Jay-Z retired for real. That nigga, he ain't dropped the album. What it been, like 6 years now?
6 years, 2017.
Yeah, it's looking like he retired. He
finally retired. 2017 since he dropped the album.
Yeah, he just giving Nas time. He was giving Nas
144 his last album.
Yeah, that was
2017. Yeah. That's how long it's been, man. 6 motherfucking years. Time flying, my nigga.
That mean I was still living in Memphis when he dropped that album. I thought I was living up here when he dropped that album.
I guess so. 2017.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Look it up.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look that up. Before we get into Keith Murray, did y'all see that they were talking about they were gonna try to get some rappers to testify against Young Thug in the RICO case? They were saying Birdman, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
They named some other people as well.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's shit. I don't know. Shit, I don't know what's up with it, but that'd be crazy as fuck if them niggas actually go in there and testify.
I just know the state they on that nigga ass. All they get all the rest niggas out the way, and they finna target.
And then you got the people on the other side, like Killer Mike. You got Killer Mike on Young Thug's side, and a few other motherfuckers. You know,
Trey the Truth.
Yeah, Trey the Truth and shit like that. So you got rappers on both sides, but you got the bigger names supposedly on the other side. Like it'd just be crazy. That should blow my fucking mind if these niggas actually testify against fucking Young Thug about anything. About anything. You know what I'm saying?
Times have changed, my brother.
Yes, indeed.
C0 done said fuck it and pressed on.
Yeah, and I feel like the people out there that was talking crazy to us when we did that show about Trader Truth and Zero, and they dragged us for days.
Yeah.
Y'all owe us an apology.
Yep.
Shout out to Josh Prince, man.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all owe us an apology.
Hey, because
they wanted to get me kicked off the show. They was petitioning to get me kicked off the show. Oh no, she sound like a damn fool. I'm like, no, whatever. Okay.
He was gonna come to Fort Worth and jaw me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And they were saying all kind of shit, but yeah, like I said,
putting it on crib and everything.
Man, hey, that nigga not only did he stop there, man, that nigga went all the way and said he filled out the paperwork. Like shit, no, I'm filing charges, nigga.
Zero said that?
Yeah,
that's what he did. Yeah, shit, you ain't know.
I didn't know he said that.
I mean, I ain't saying he said, but that's what he
did.
You
just saying he said, okay.
That's basically
you were using it as okay, I get what you're saying. Like he's okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Basically. So
Zero went outside.
Man.
Very sad. But before we get into this heavy stuff tonight about all of these rappers dropping like flies due to their addictions, we got to get into this Keith Murray story. Keith Murray.
Break it down.
Keith Murray has been going on interviews talking about the past and talking about his sexcapades, and he has been very descriptive while doing so. He is reacting the scenes and everything, and at first it was hilarious, even though it was lame for him to be kissing and telling.
Right.
But with us being grown, it's not one of those things where we about to look at somebody funny and judge them for it or anything like that. We know it's some whole shit for him to be kissing and telling, but all at the same time, it was hilarious the way he was describing things. But at this point, I think he has gone a little bit too far. He has talked about his relations with Foxy Brown and also his relations with Shauna from the rap group DTP. And all of this is alleged.
Superhead too.
Superhead. I seen a clip of the one with Superhead. I didn't watch the whole thing though. Mm-hmm. But the one with Shauna, it just really took me out. So y'all think that Keith Murray is back on drugs?
Back on drugs? I don't know if the nigga was ever off drugs.
I thought he had stopped.
Man, hard drugs having a lasting effect on you. Right. You know what I'm saying? So he might be off, but it still done fuck boy up. You know what I'm saying? And he just and they got his little time glory. He on all the blogs and shit. That he might be getting high doing his thing right now. Shit.
Yeah.
And the glass has been crooked. That's a sign of something.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, for sure. That's
and then Heezy brought it to my attention that the nigga said he almost knocked off Bill Cosby's daughter.
Right.
But he didn't do it because she looked like Bill Cosby.
Hey man, the shit been hilarious.
You your daddy child.
Right. Like shit, you look just like your dad. But hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the shit was funny as hell, like you said at first. You know what I'm saying? Like seeing the nigga, it's always funny to see some shit like that at first. But like once you see how where the lift the nigga take it to and shit like that, then that shit start to get sad. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta say this though, because Shauna said the nigga was lying, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But I gotta say, you gotta put a little respect on Keith Murray's name though, because he was towards the top of the game for a minute, and the nigga brought a whole word to the whole lexicon, to the whole slang lexicon.
Beautifulist.
Nah, badonkadonk. See, motherfuckers forgot he made up badonkadonk. Motherfuckers say that shit to this day. So a nigga
that's some trivia.
So a nigga that can make up badonkadonk, you ain't thinking he out there You know what I'm saying? Doing this
Yeah.
thing.
And
You know what I
just
mean?
speaking, and y'all can't say this, but I can just speaking as a woman. Like back in the day, Keith Murray was very handsome. So,
I don't know.
he done played with some penny lines. I ain't gonna now. As far as what he, y'all be laughing at me. I'm serious. I know he has, but as far as all of the descriptions and everything, I don't know how true that is. And maybe he did, maybe he didn't. I think that how after somebody fall off and they start telling you that they start telling people that they slept with you after they done fell off, you like, hell nah, I ain't sleep with that nigga, cause it's like, hell nah, cause he's crackhead and shit now. You know what I'm saying? I done been like that in situations where I'm like, damn, I hope this nigga never tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? Cause he down bad. But then I have to pull up old picture, was like, no, this was the nigga at the time and place. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this nigga you listening to right now. So I think it's a sense of embarrassment that comes with not the fact that it's possible that those women slept with him. It's because of the state that he's in now, saying that he slept with them. Right. I think that's the part of the embarrassment. Yeah. Because Shauna actually, to me, I think that Shauna, she actually made light of it for me. She came out and was saying, hey, it's not true. But she started having fun with it. She even posted on her Instagram showing her feet, running through the beach with her badonka dunk out and everything. She was straight flexing on the gram. So I don't think she tripping off of it like that. I ain't heard nothing from Foxy Brown, though. Yeah, Foxy Brown talk. What is it? What's wrong with her? Ain't it so?
Here. But Nah, it do affect the speech when you can't hear
that's what I know.
Listen, she just made a song. What you talking about? She was just on Nas' album last year. What you talking about?
Yeah, I don't
know. We ain't listened to that shit but one time.
I ain't checking for her or Nas.
Nah, y'all tripping. I guess you talk. But but just to segue a little bit. So yeah, like you said, if you look at Keith Murray though and how he acting and shit like that, how he look, it do look like he one of the rappers who done kind of, you know what I'm saying, that shit over so many years done took a toll. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of rappers out here like that. And unfortunately, we just lost Gangsta Boo, and we about to talk about it.
Yeah. This is something that really bothers me, right? I remember back in the day when we were coming up, 80s, y'all, because I ain't that damn old. Y'all was coming up in the 80s. I was coming up in the 90s. Back then, you had the dope boys, people talking about selling dope, the hustlers.
That's because motherfuckers.
And I'm sure, and of course, people back then were doing it, but it wasn't glorified in music the way that it is now. It was more so being the seller and not the user. Like, to be known as the user, people throw a jacket on your back, look at you crazy. You'll get excommunicated for being known as a user, right? So now, I don't know what happened between the dealer and what happened between the user. Like, back then, it was the dealer music. Right now, it's the user music. And it's a horrible drug epidemic in the hip hop community at this particular point. These rappers are dropping like flies. They don't even have a chance for survival. Like, these niggas, they don't even make it to the hospital. They drop dead where they at.
Right. I think one of the main differences is like crack, for instance. Crack was illegal, right? It was something shameful and people seeing the effects. And when you smoke crack, you look like you smoke crack, right? It was something to be hidden, right? they on Percocets and Ritalin and Adderall and shit. You can get a prescription for that. So in their mind, it's not like I'm a crack addict. And they don't look like it either. They still functioning, you know, jewelry, just regular. They look regular, but they addicted to this shit. So that's one of the difference why when you hear a young nigga rapping about it, he ain't really shamed like that. Because he don't, you know, he don't look that bad. You know, it ain't that bad like it was with crack.
Right. And you know, one of the crazy things I was thinking about it, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about like, shit, how did we get to the point of like you said, the age, how did we get to the point of where motherfuckers just using like damn near cracking damn a lot of this shit, these pills, you know what I'm saying, all that kind of shit. And it's crazy how in the beginning, one of the main songs in hip hop, some people say the greatest songs of all time was The Message. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the very first songs that kind of blew up around the world, you know what I'm saying, as far as hip hop goes. And it was about crackheads and motherfuckers in the hood and shit like that, and telling motherfuckers stay off that shit and all kind of shit like that. So that's really how hip hop started. You know what I'm saying? Like telling motherfuckers, even when you think about Dr. Dre, when he came out with World Class Wrecking Crew, and they was talking about, you know what I'm saying, don't smoke cess and all that old type of shit. Then at some point, you know, like late 80s, you know what I mean? Everything like hit a switch where motherfuckers like then you got Dre coming with the Chronic. Like everybody talking about weed and shit like that. Then you got motherfuckers like 3 6 Mafia coming in, you know what I'm saying, with their songs and shit. They had a lot of songs about snorting powder and shit like that. Bone, you know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers like that. So
Houston with the third.
Houston with the Scarr. And you know what I'm saying? And I had did the history on that. So the first motherfucker in the hip hop game to die of an overdose was DJ Screw back in 2000.
Oh, really?
The first motherfucker.
So DJ Screw died before ODB?
Yep. ODB died in 04, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Then after that, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers started racking up. You had, you know, Pimp C and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? You know, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all talk for a minute.
Did Fat Pat got killed, didn't it?
Yeah,
Fat Pat got killed.
Okay. That you know, the thing
Big
that
Mo
bothers me.
overdose.
Who?
Big Mo.
Big Mo.
Yeah.
What gets me though is the rate in which these people are dying, to where before long we ain't gonna have no hip hop artists in a minute, because I'm telling you, they like when you remember at one point Nas had said hip hop is dead, and he was talking about it from a music sense. But now hip hop, the people, the actual rappers, they are literally dying, and with them being gone, hip hop itself will cease to exist as far as the music is concerned. Other elements of the culture will remain, but as far as the music is concerned, it's gonna cease to exist eventually, because people are just dropping like flies, and it's gotten to a point to where it's not even surprising when you hear about it anymore. Sure. It's not shocking, and it's almost scary for me, because I have gotten so desensitized to the point where you hear about all of these deaths over and over again so much that's going on in the media, to where when things happen in your personal life, sometimes you don't respond to it as you think that you should have. Like, for instance, today I found out that one of my friends passed away. May he rest in peace, right? And I looked at it, it hit me, and I was like, damn, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I went on about my day. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, what? It makes you think, like, what the hell is wrong with you? Because it hit you, and it be on your mind. Huh?
That's the effects of social media. Just, we see death all the time. We know about death when we shouldn't be knowing about it. We see death with people that we don't know about, like we Facebook friends. Or I might hear about your cousin dying or my cousin dying. That ain't normal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we don't even know each other personally. And I do think that people have to do a better job with making sure that they are being socially responsible. I try my best to do that in a sense, you know, where everything that bad that happens in your life and every RIP that happens in your life, it doesn't have to be on social media. Like people be on social media saying rest in peace to their grandma. Madea ain't got no Facebook page. So
You know
why
what's
are
funny?
you bothering us?
I've had people get mad at me because I didn't bring up such and such when they died, but I brought up such and such when they died.
I'm gonna bring it up to a certain extent. If y'all notice, y'all been my Facebook friends since forever, right? So if y'all notice, I very seldom, like even when it's a celebrity, I very seldom put a RIP out there. Very seldom.
Right.
You know, the only reason, even when Gangsta Boo passed away, I wouldn't have even put a RIP out there when Gangsta Boo passed away. The only reason why I put a RIP out there is not because I didn't, you know, I wouldn't have it initially because I knew everybody else was going to be doing it. I wouldn't have if I didn't know her brother personally. You get what I'm saying? So this is somebody that I actually know personally. So I'm like, you know what, you know, everybody else putting out a RIP out there, whatever the case may be. Let me, you know, show my respect as well. And it's not that I didn't have respect. Otherwise, I just feel as though it could be so triggering for you to be scrolling down your timeline. And honestly, you know how Facebook do that shit where you see what you posted a year ago. I don't be wanting to get on my page the year after something that happened, and then the next year I gotta, oh, this year here's a memory, and then you see people that be on Facebook, they get that memory, then here they go, they'll repost on this day such and such died. I really miss you. Happy heavenly birthday and all that. But what if they went to hell? You know what I'm saying? So it just be so much going on to where I try to protect my peace, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. I feel you.
I know I was wrong with it, but I had to get it out. Thank y'all for listening listening to my TED talk.
Now, some people be like, damn, somebody died, this nigga again.
Right.
And it's not that I don't care, but what can I do? And people died that ain't never died before. And it's like long as you living, people gonna keep dying. You get what I'm saying? So you still have to protect yourself. And the rate that these rappers are falling, it's just, and you know what? Back in the day, it wasn't so close together where you get big names. We be losing big names. It won't be like that. It be the smaller people, but it be legends.
Exactly. Hey, so check it out. Speaking of that, I found a list of all the rappers, at least more, you know, the more mainstream rappers who done died over the years, right? I'm gonna give you the whole list real quick. It ain't that long. So it's DJ Screw, Old Dirty Bastard, Pimp C, Big Mo, Bob 10 from Slum Village, Mac Daddy from Crisscross.
He died of an overdose?
Yep. ASAP Yams, and then Mac Miller, Juice Wxrld, DMX, Shock G, Big Scarr, and Gangsta Boo. Hey, and those last six been in the last 5 years.
Shock G died of an overdose?
Yep.
Facts.
Shock G died over overdose. And then a few things about this list, right? It's younger motherfuckers and it's older motherfuckers. It's people from East Coast, West Coast, South, Midwest, from everywhere. So it ain't like it's a regional thing. It ain't like it's an age thing. It ain't like it's a trap music thing or nothing like that. Because Bob 10 was from Slum Village.
And then Juice Wxrld, isn't Juice Wxrld from Chicago?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's some backpack rappers.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
Julio didn't die from an overdose, but they said he was fucked up from years of drug abuse.
Exactly. Julio too. Yeah.
So a lot of these rappers that die early, a lot of them done a lot of drugs too.
For a long time. You know what I'm saying? And those just the rappers. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, when you think about, suppose you got Prince, Michael Jackson, and you know what I'm saying? And
my aunt used to be in a relationship with one of the rappers from Houdini, right? Mm-hmm. And she would come back on tour. She would go on tour with them and come back and tell us about, LL doing cocaine. This is what she say. Ron DMC, Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying? So according to her, and Russell say he's admitted that he used cocaine. I don't know if LL ever came out, but shit been going on, man. In the entertainment industry and drugs go hand in hand before hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the early jazz artists. A lot of them was on heroin. A lot of the black rock and roll people was on drugs. You know, the blues singers, they was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So there's just the entertainment industry, period. So people, you know, rap is the prevailing genre right now. So it's gonna get, you know what I'm saying, all the backlash. But niggas been on dope.
You know what? I have a theory. I think that when you're in entertainment, you have to put on a face. You have to entertain. You have to act. You have to be in character. When you're under this microscope and all of these eyes are on you, you can't always be yourself. You don't have privacy or anything anymore. And I think what happens is when people are in entertainment, they pick up things in order to escape reality. And just to be able to zone out. And I think that what happens is you pick up certain substances that has an addictive effect, and then next thing you know, you strung out on it, and now you have to have it. And sometimes people build up a tolerance to a point where they feel like they could do more than what their body can take, and next thing you know, they having an overdose on it. So I think that what'll help a lot is if we stop looking at celebrities as if they're gods or something, and just accept the fact that they're a human as well. I think that with social media, the way social media is set up now, where that fourth wall is broken, where we're able to interact and see these people day in and day out type thing, and we have more access to these celebrities, I think that could help a little bit more with them being able to kind of like express themselves and not suppress so much feeling. But when you get into this entertainment industry, it doesn't matter at what level it is, whether you rapping, anything where you are the face of something, and you have to be in front of people, and you have to endure what they have to say about you. You have to develop some type of tough skin. You're just gonna have you're gonna have to do it, because we're all human and things can weigh heavy on us, and sometimes we do want to escape. But if you want to get into entertainment or anything like that, I think psych evaluations are in order before people try to step out there. Not to say that these people are mentally ill, but being in entertainment can take a mental toll on you.
You know what, Deja? I don't even think that's it. I think it just go with the shit.
Yeah, like, I think so. That's just part of the entertainment.
I don't think these people running from nothing. I'm not all of them.
Some of them might be.
Some of them are, but I think this, when you come over here, this is what we doing over here. This is part of being rich. This is part of partying. It's part of having women and a good time, and just go with it. And some don't do it. Let's not get it twisted. All of them, majority of entertainers don't do it, but a lot of them do. And when they go, they just go.
Hey,
it's part of it, man. That's the uniform.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, so let me ask y'all this. So how much influence do y'all believe, or how much do you believe rap influenced people to do drugs, especially the youth and shit like that? Because that's kind of when it start. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, teenager, shit like that.
After the chronic, everybody was smoking weed.
Yeah, and then to be honest, think about it. Even down to if you take away just the drugs, just think about the things that we drink, down to the stuff that we wear. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has an impact, because something that's like me, I never was one of those people that like sweet drinks or nothing like that. I never would have went in no store and picked up no blue bottle of liquor Cause it
No,
would have
ain't no
reminded me of that Mad Dog 2020 or what. I would have never picked up no blue bottle of liquor, right? But these people came out with a song talking about Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Man,
It really don't mix.
music influenced everything. So niggas wasn't talking about FNs with the guns. Niggas wasn't talking about switches on guns. Niggas started rapping about it. Everybody talking about they got a switch. Everybody talking about they got this type of gun. Everybody got this type of purse. Everybody got this type of belt. Everybody got this type of liquor, this type of drug. It's all the same, man.
Because you got to look at it like this, just like a commercial. It's advertisement. You hear something long enough and it looks good or sound good, let me try that.
Nigga went from Dayton's to Foggiatos. Everybody on Foggiatos. Everybody on this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, influence, man. And if you think it ain't, your line. We be in denial about some lot of shit, man. But
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's no longer music imitating life. Life is imitating music.
Hey, so do y'all buy into that whole conspiracy theory that certain music is put out to gain and or maintain that influence? You know what I'm saying?
The record label is going to go with what's hot.
So you think it's just what's hot, what's on the street? You think the people just asking for it and just want it?
Well, if we go back to when it was mostly conscious shit, right?
Yeah.
You still had the little cussing here and there and the gangster shit. But then when NWA just kicked the door, right? That blew everybody's mind. It was different. It catered to you, the other side of you, and it sold records. Yeah. So what the record label say? We want more of this shit. Mm-hmm. So why would they get together and say, let's promote this shit? It's making us money. That ain't no motherfucking grand conspiracy to destroy the community. It was a money-making machine. Mm-hmm. And it still is. Mm-hmm. It still is, man. Negativity always sold. Mm-hmm. Violence always. All the blockbuster movies, the highest paid blockbuster movies is violence.
I completely agree with you 100% because people come up with these. I think people come up with these conspiracies to deflect and make them feel better and not take accountability for anything. I think that's the reason why people come up with these conspiracies, because the thing is while we do all this hooping and hollering about things, humans, period. It ain't even a black, white thing, hip hop thing, or anything like that. Drama sells. Bullshit and negativity, it sells, right? Mm-hmm. So the thing is we're making the music, we're writing the music, we're putting the music out there or whatever for these people to distribute the music. The consumer apparently liking it because these rappers are making millions off of it. So the consumers are enjoying this. So if you look at it from a business standpoint, why wouldn't they push it? Like Supreme said, of course we're gonna push what they buying. So does the responsibility, the corruption that is happening in our community and the hip hop culture, does that responsibility lie on the rapper or does it lie on the consumer? Because the rapper is only giving you what you want. So I think the consumer has just as much responsibility as the rapper does, in a sense. Because the more you buy into it, the more they're gonna push it out there.
Well, I don't know, because I feel you on that though, but at the same time, you still got people like me who can just look at shit as just entertainment. And people like you, because I know Player Fly, one of your favorite rappers. That nigga got plenty of songs about snorting powder. I know you was snorting powder.
I wake up just awake and shaking. Like I be rapping his songs like I be tuning up my nose. I ain't never did it in my life.
Yeah, you
and never will.
So you can make that separation, you know what I'm saying, where it's just entertainment and it's just some shit to just ride, some shit you could just listen to. Because I ain't never snorted no powder in my life. And I love Player 5 too. 3-6 Mafia, all that shit.
Well, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you, because we are part of a tribe. We're part of like-minded individuals, and we would think that other people may assess things like us, process things like us. That is not the case. The percentage of people who are like us that's able to process things and separate bullshit from reality and be able to compartmentalize is very, very slim.
No, I feel you on that though.
Mass majority of people, they take things literal. They can't separate bullshit from reality. They internalize things from social media and music. They actually feel as though if you don't post something on social media, it's not happening, it's not real, it's not proof. The same thing with music. They actually look at these rappers and buy into what they saying, and they look to these rappers to live a certain lifestyle that they're rapping about and not looking at it as entertainment. They'll be looking at a city girl and be like, how in the hell is she married and she rapping about, you know, men tricking off and buying pussy, and she, you know, doing tricks on the dick. And that it's like, it's just music, but you're taking it so serious. You look at you hear somebody rapping about selling dope and all of that, and you wondering why, you know, he got a college degree. You get what I'm saying? So it's people, that segment of people, that small segment of people who are able to separate that, it's a class of its own. Mass majority of people are not able to do that.
And you ain't lied, Deja, about it's really sad. It's a low number of people in this world who are able to look at information, process it, comprehend it, and come out on the right side of the equation. And, you know, not to veer off on the subject, but just like with that Skip Bayless shit. People with sense read that shit and knew what the fuck he was saying, right? And if you read under the comments, 15 people going off, but then one person come in and get it right. Another 15.
And guess what?
Another 15 don't.
And guess what with the Skip Bayless thing was? People with good sense, that's even when we were talking about it. We know what he's saying, but we also knew that he didn't word it right.
Right.
We knew what he was saying. We understood the sensitivity with the timing and everything. It wasn't, he ain't laying them commas right where he should have put them commas at. Right. We understood what he was saying. But we could also understand, like, Skip, hey, you know, you probably could have, you know, gave it a minute because the sensitivity was just high, emotions was high just around the world right now. But people with good sense is able to separate that and also see that two things could be true at one time, you know, but everybody, they're just not able to do that.
No, I feel you. Shit, saying this shit, that nigga, I like that nigga on that shit too. But
you think shit, y'all gonna be on the lawn. Y'all know I love me some Shannon Shaw.
Hey, boy, that nigga be blowing up, boy, like that nigga on that yada. But anyway, what else?
Both standing, man.
Hey, but shout out, good news. While we on the subject, good news. Damar Hamlin is said to be breathing on his own now and responsive and being able to, you know, write and touch his people's hand and everything. I told y'all that boy was gonna be all right. I told y'all. I be knowing. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. I told y'all he was.
You thought that nigga was gonna be all right after the play.
Right. You thought he was about to get up and
so y'all really,
walk to the side.
Y'all really finna play. Y'all really finna. I wish I could screenshot our chat.
It's like an asthma attack. His body ain't stopped like an asthma. You compared this nigga shit to an asthma attack.
Supreme, you the one was sitting up there stressed out talking about, no, fam, this is looking real bad. And I said, no, he's gonna be okay.
When you can't breathe on your own, that's horrible.
But you was like, no, that nigga dead. I said, he is not dead. He is gonna be okay.
The nigga was dead for a minute.
when they did the CPR, Heezy, you was in the chat. One Supreme, the one acting like it was just serious. Over with.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
and
see, everybody thought
okay.
It was. Yeah, everybody, like I said, everybody thought it was.
I told you it was gonna be okay. Y'all gotta start listening to me because another thing that I knew, but I don't speak on it. Another thing that I knew too, I knew that it was gonna be somebody that was gonna pass in the beginning of the year, but I didn't even say nothing.
Well,
I didn't know who it was gonna be.
Oh, I was about to say you should have hit up.
I didn't know who it was gonna be because I quit putting stuff out there because, like, I remember one time I had put something, I had told a relative, I was like, hey, when you get in the car, don't be looking behind you or whatever. You're going to have an accident. They had an accident. And next thing you know, they was like, I did it. You know what I'm saying? But
you see how she tried to slip in her hotel
Yeah,
in.
every now and
Yeah,
then.
she tried to
it's not,
slip it
it's a
in on the
tip.
cool.
You know what I'm saying? Every now and then she'll slide it in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can call you tonight.
I need the people to know that I am woke. You know what I'm saying?
Scarr gonna call you tonight to see who's gonna die.
Right.
Kari called me to interpret dreams, child.
but getting back to the
Kari will
subject,
call
you
me
know
and
what
be
I'm
like,
saying?
"Deja, a dog was chasing me. What do this mean?"
Hey, but getting back to the subject though, the crazy thing is with hip hop, it's actually subgenres of hip hop that's named after drugs. You got the trap music. You feel what I'm saying? You got the chop and screw, which basically is awesome syrup shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit crazy. So you got a whole genre about selling dope, about motherfuckers rapping selling dope. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if you selling dope, it's motherfuckers using that shit. You know what I'm saying?
And
So
the emo rap is basically about using rap,
yeah, a lot of that shit is too.
taking downers and being sad and shit.
Yeah, man.
Y'all might feel a way about this, but I always understood the reason why people who sold drugs got more time than someone who committed a murder. You know, the reason why I think that people this has always been my theory on it. Someone who sells drugs, they destroy more families and kill more people than someone that just pop trunk on one individual. And that's the reason why I feel as though people who sell drugs get more time than someone who committed a murder.
So you agree with Donald Trump because he just recently said that drug dealers should be able to get the death penalty.
Well, these drug dealers are out here selling drugs to people and they're killing people, right?
Yeah, some of them
They're
damn near
killing
getting the
people
penalty.
like they're dropping like flies. They have
Listen,
these drug dealers are selling shit that they don't even know what they selling no more. Like I
listen.
don't even think the drug dealers know that the drugs that they got are laced with fentanyl. And they got test strips out there. So to me, I feel as though the drug dealers should at least test their product with the strips or something, but they're not doing it. They're recklessly, they just selling it to these people or whatever. And then two, I wonder why you want to sell something to somebody to make them die. That means that,
Might kill him.
hey,
Yeah.
you messing up your money.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
just killing the people.
Yeah, your ass hey, check this out. Hey, I know a nigga that got 99 years for that shit. 99 years for that shit. So shit, he damn near got life.
They tossing that time for if you get caught with some fentanyl, your ass is grass.
Yeah, he damn near got life.
You ain't getting no less than 30.
Yeah, so man, that's it.
Nah, that shit is crazy, man. Like, why even? Like, where the fuck did that shit come from? Well, we know where it came from.
I think they use it to.
We going back to the crack area down there. We down there going back to the crack area almost.
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl, that's something that they use for, I think, cancer patients and stuff like that. It's supposed to be administered. All of these drugs, that like stuff like that, is supposed to be administered through, a doctor.
Is that shit that killed Michael Jackson, or that's something different?
Was something that started with a D. Fentanyl is more powerful than morphine and
fentanyl. That's some shit that is only supposed to be administered by a motherfucking medical professional.
Right.
And it's out in the streets. That shit crazy in the bitch.
Hey, like somebody said in the comments, they putting it in the weed and all kind of shit. So
why?
You know what I mean?
Like, what type of niggas sitting here? Yeah, let me put some fentanyl in this shit. They gonna love this. What
the
fuck?
Probably be some type of because they could probably stretch their product like that because it don't take but a little bit of fentanyl or whatever, and it probably has something to do with the math involving the amount of what you actually have and what you cutting it with or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, and yeah, like Joe Travis said, like everything, and like you said, even the alcohol, like shit, niggas was drinking fucking malt liquor. Niggas was out here drinking 40s. And I was out here teenager out here drinking St. Nines and OE and shit like that because I said
juice.
Yeah, gin and yeah, all that kind of shit, crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Innocent.
I wouldn't have knew shit about that shit if it wasn't for hearing that shit in some rap songs. You know what I'm saying? NWA, The Chronic, Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So you know what I'm saying. So I guess my last question on the shit for y'all is just, you know what I'm saying. So where y'all think we going with it? It's gonna be a continual thing, or motherfuckers just gonna keep falling
Of
off?
course.
Do you
Of course.
think the music gonna ever change though? You know what I'm saying? A different direction, or it's still
Entertainment and drugs go hand in hand. It's never going to stop.
And this is one thing that I know about people who be on drugs, because I've been around. I got friends that do. I got friends that do all types of stuff, right? And this one thing that I know about people who do drugs, and then if they find out that somebody OD'd on something, this gonna sound crazy as hell. But people who do drugs, they want it. Like if they find out, oh, I want that shit that almost killed this nigga. They want it. Like, I'm not lying. I'm not bullshitting.
Nah, I feel you.
I'm telling you, that's what they be like. Oh, I want to try this. And they feel like, and then when they do it, they be able to say, oh, I was able to do this much of this and did not happen to me. You know, it's a notch under their belt. For real.
Right.
I bullshit you not.
James had to say fentanyl's a super strong pain med.
Yeah, I think they use it for cancer patients.
What is that?
So, so well, you know what I mean? Hopefully we don't lose nobody else, you know what I'm saying, to overdose no time soon. I know motherfuckers don't do what they do. But this, like you said, this fentanyl shit, not even just for rappers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers.
Actors. We ain't talking about actors. They been ODing and car crashes and all kind of shit. They be drunk, high, the motherfucker, ODing.
So
all of it, man.
Yeah. It's got to stay away from
remember Britney Spears? Remember all that drama?
Britney Spears, nah.
Yeah. Drugs.
Yeah. Well, check it out, man. So we about to get into this school post.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
They had Justin Bieber sipping lean.
Hey, even the whole lean thing. So you know what I'm saying? Basically, that was started from hip. That was started from some rap shit. At least how it spread.
It ain't popular.
How it spread.
But they say Philly. That's where it comes from.
Yeah. Right. They was out there on that shit in Philly too, and in Cali. But that's how it spread though. You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, DJ Screw and the whole shit, then shit. Now motherfuckers drink that shit like liquor. You know what I'm saying?
That yellow hair you itching, man.
I don't fuck with that shit either. So
remember.
I did drink some. I only smoke weed, but I did do some yellow one time. But that didn't do nothing to me but have me itching for real. Cause I was like, okay, this ain't y'all finna sit around and drink this, but I only had a little bit of it, and it didn't do nothing for me. And I was like, ain't no sense of putting this shit in my system.
Remember Lil Jon now drinking out of gasoline?
Who?
Lil Jon Eastside boy, they had the big ass gasoline and the pimp cups and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you see what I'm saying?
And nigga was actually walking around with some pimp cups. A few niggas did it.
Hey, then when you think about it, you know what I'm saying? 3 6 Mafia sipping on some scissor. You feel what I'm saying? Pimp C gone, and you know, now Gangsta Boo gone, Lord Infamous gone. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly
Lil Wayne, he been honest about his addiction to lean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kevin Gates was too, and he turned his life around.
Sauce Walker, a lot of them niggas.
Walker.
Lil Wayne need to get it together because he on his last dread, so he needs to get it together.
So he got one left hanging off the side.
One left.
Wasn't Rick Ross having them seizures? People were saying something about that.
Oh, he was on lean too.
They were just saying, nigga, why you keep having seizures? French Montana.
Yeah, French Montana too. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So and that's why a lot of niggas be like, shit, I ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But then you got Waukesha. You still got songs out here, you know what I'm saying? Promoting lean and shit.
Nigga made a song dedicated to the lean.
Dedicated to the lean.
Waukesha is a lean song.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, Waukesha by Drink.
Yeah. And that's one of the
Money Bag Yo.
That's one of the number one songs. That's one of the number one songs in the country or in the world.
I didn't know it was. I don't do drugs, so how am I know?
You thought it was a chick?
Yeah.
Talking about that lean. Listen to it tonight. Then you can go back through. He talk about that cup.
Okay. Well, moving right along. Well, moving right along. Y'all know how we do each and every week. We incorporate a post from our prestigious school, the hip hop school, past and present, on Facebook. If y'all would like to join that school, drop down in the comments to let us know, because it is a private institution. But this week's post, someone said that DJ Paul and Juicy J are greater producers than Manny Fresh. Fresh. Shut the fuck up. Like, which one y'all like better? Shut the fuck up.
You know what I'm saying? At first I said it was a toss-up. And to me, it probably really is, but I like Manny better. I like, you know what I'm saying, all that old school Cash Money shit. And there was so much shit that he was putting out. And he was doing it all himself, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? BG, Wayne, Hot Boys, Turk, Big Timers. You know what I'm saying? So much shit. And a lot of that shit, he was mixing it up. He had his own sound. A lot of that shit was different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? And then, but 3 6 Mafia, I can't lie. When they come with them blues samples and shit like that.
Oh, and they're pimping and Willie Hush, they'll throw that pimping in there.
Yeah, see, I be loving that shit though. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I'm gonna have to go with Manny overall, me personally.
I think it's a toss-up, right? Me personally, I like DJ Paul, Juicy J production more. And then when I be comparing producers, I like to see what's their greatest accomplishments. With Manny, it's probably 400 Degrees, right? That's like the consensus greatest album out there count.
But
as far as albums go,
right.
As far as albums, but you still got Big Time. You got.
But I'm just saying, people be back and forth about the big times. But most of the people, when they say 400 Degrees, that's a certified classic. He produced it. Then we got Juicy J and DJ Paul. They produced plenty of 3 6 albums, but their consensus classic is Mr. Don't Play, Project Pat. As far, you know what I'm saying? As far as
then you got Mr. When the Smoke Clears. You gotta go to the Mafia. You know what I'm saying? When the Smoke Clears.
Right. They got classics, but just consensus like them two right there. And it just depends on what you like and what type of. I fuck with Manny's tough. I like a lot of Manny shit later on too. He got better too to me. But 3 6 Mafia, man, Juicy J, man, it's a toss up, my nigga. You can't go wrong either way, man.
What y'all say in the comments? I'm
gonna give my opinion on it because I
know where you gonna go. I know who you finna pick.
You don't know who I'm gonna pick. No, you don't. No, you don't. You think you do, but you don't. But listen, I'm a huge Manny Fresh fan, right? And if I wouldn't have said and thought about this, I would have just right off the top of my head, somebody say that, nah, Manny, I'm going with Manny, right? Just off the top, just like if you said and I ain't had time to think about it, I'm going with Manny. As I had time to sit and think about it, I'm like, when you listen to, I'm not talking about just the songs itself, I'm talking about the production. When you sit there and listen to the production, I do feel as though DJ Paul and Juicy J, they're a little bit more versatile in their sound than Manny Fresh is. I think Manny Fresh is, no, I'm going to tell you the reason. Listen, I think they are a little bit more versatile because Manny Fresh, he's one of those people to where when you hear a Manny Fresh beat, you know that's Manny Fresh. You know it's Manny Fresh. You don't need no tag on it.
Not later Manny Fresh. I'm gonna give you some examples. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna just let me finish. Okay, so typically you will know it was a Manny Fresh beat. With 3 6, I look at the who be sampled now in hip hop. The most 3-6 gets sampled. DJ Paul and Juicy J get sampled the most in hip hop now. They get sampled more than Manny. So for me, I feel that their production is more timeless than Manny Fresh. And so now I got to go with Paul and Juicy. I
don't think you use the word versatility for either one of them. They both be in their own pocket, and they both comfortable in their own pocket. They both got their own sound. I don't think DJ Paul and Juicy J really versatile. It's a formula they stick to. Same type of kicks, same type of snares, hi-hat, bass, with them certain samples.
I don't know. I think them together, I think they are versatile. I think Juicy J himself, he got that redundant sound.
Yeah.
And DJ Paul himself, he got a certain more of like a rock kind of, you know what I'm saying, sound. But when they come together though, when they make shit together, you know what I'm saying, it's more like I said, on that blues type of shit or on some banging hood shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think the versatility, she got a point. I think DH got a point with that.
What was that song Manny Fresh produced for Jeezy? It was a hit.
And then what?
Jeezy.
First, I'm gonna tell them something.
They don't sound like no regular Manny Fresh shit.
Yes, no, boom, boom, clap, boom, boom, clap. Ladies and gentlemen, boom, boom. That is Manny.
That ain't no high boys New Orleans shit at all.
Listen, you must don't pay attention to the way Manny Fresh mixed the drums and the horns, because there was definitely Manny Fresh was written all over that.
Listen to T.I.'s Urban Legend. Listen to a song called The Greatest, produced by Manny Fresh. That's the dopest song on that nigga album. Don't sound like shit Manny Fresh ever produced. It's called The Greatest.
He versatile. Like, no, he definitely low-key versatile. He is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, just think about all those albums that he made for Cash Money for fucking shit. I don't know how long, 10 years or something, 10, 12 years. And it's a lot of them that don't really have the same sound. When you go to the early sounds or the later sound, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I appreciate producers who got a signature sound. Mm-hmm. Like I want a RZA beat. I want a RZA beat. If I want Drake, I want Drake. When I want Kanye, I want Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one though, man. I like both of them.
And then I'm gonna tell you, Juicy, you always, when Juicy beats, somewhere in there he gonna have that humming, that it's gonna be so it's that humming, and it's that
Manny. You talking about Manny
in that beat, and you gonna know it's Juicy now. But usually Juicy, I noticed when Juicy back in the day, like when Juicy was finna come in the track, he'll do that. Or he'll do that sound or whatever, and you can hear it in the beat, and you know Juicy finna start rapping. But it was kind of like when Mystical used to open the door on the track. You know, it's Mystical finna come. But I have noticed that when it's Juicy J by himself, like you were saying, you could hear he'll put that in in production for other people as well, and you know, okay, this is Juicy J because you hear that those sounds in there. So yeah, but either way, both of them dope. So
yeah, both of them dope.
I was trying to say, Manny definitely didn't sound like himself on that Mac 10 album. Yeah, you gotta think about that.
He did did he do that banger?
Banger bar.
That's that song with that bitch was bad. All I do is think about you. That bitch was bad. Hey, that was my song.
Hold on though.
I was all big and fine back then too. Shit.
Hold on, check this out though. Here go another one. Tina Marie. He was doing that Tina Marie shit when
Tina Marie had Cash Money, didn't it?
That's what I'm saying. She did. Yeah. She did like 3 albums. So versatile than the motherfucker.
We can't sleep on the Oscar though. Like 3-6 Mafia.
Choices.
Yeah.
Banging Ball was Mac 10 album, I think. That album of class.
That was a dope album, man.
Yeah,
that was a dope album, man. People sleep on that album.
That's what I say. I'm going with Manny. Like I say, overall, I'm going with Manny.
Okay, that's what's up. It's people out in the comics. It's mixed opinions. Joe Travis said Manny definitely didn't sound like himself on Maxine album. Yep, that's true. Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into this hip hop trivia question. I think somebody tried to answer it before we reveal the answer. We're gonna ask the question again. Who was the first rapper to record an album while in prison? Again, who was the first rapper to record an album in prison? Who came up with this trivia question?
Do anybody else got some answers? I did.
I have an answer.
Somebody said
Supreme, did you come up with the question?
Easy did.
Okay, Supreme, do you know the answer?
Uh-huh.
What the name start with?
What is it?
I want to see what the name start with first.
It start with an M.
I know. Easy, stop.
Oh, my bad.
Supreme, what the name start with?
M.
Okay, well, we both got the same answer.
What is
What's
it?
the answer?
Go ahead and say it. You said
Mac Dre.
Mac J. Yep.
Okay.
At first, you know what?
That's what he usually say the answer is, Mac Dre. I had some reservations about that.
I thought it was Slick Rick at first.
What is it? What's your reservations?
I don't know. I'm gonna let you know.
Who else was it?
I thought it was X-rated.
Nah, X-rated was like 95. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Mac Dre.
So what year did Mac Dre?
Mac Dre was like either 92 or 93, and then it was
like 92, like 90, between 90 and 92.
And then Slick Rick was 94.
I didn't know he recorded the album in prison.
I didn't know he did either. But maybe he
the
did.
ruler.
But yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, the answer was Mac Dre. The nigga actually recorded the whole album over the phone. You know what I'm saying? When he was locked up back in 19. Somebody said 1992.
Yeah, we were right.
James Hodges said 92.
Look at
James. I'm talking gonna say R. Kelly. Boy, stop. People play all day.
James Hatcher think he's smart than a motherfucker, doesn't he? That was boy.
Yeah, James Hatcher got it right. You know what I'm saying? Good, he won something because he did not win that fight. No, we ain't gonna play with. We gonna play with like that because you know he get mad at us and shit. Man, got you.
And he didn't win in fantasy.
Listen.
Shout out to
Man, don't people get me off about going off on me because I asked how that Bills and Cincinnati game is gonna affect fantasy. But then Hamlin wake his ass up talking about who won the game. Y'all owe me an apology too. Because y'all told me I was insensitive for seeing how this is gonna affect fantasy. You just woke up to see how who gonna win the game.
Just like with Skip, we understood, but you went too soon.
They had made a post and made an update and said they ain't figuring out if they gonna resume the game or not. So
Listen,
I'm like, how this gonna affect fantasy? But the same people that got on my ass is the same people that's mad about seeding right now.
Man, listen, y'all that's listening. This man was barely out the ambulance, and she gonna talk about what we gonna do about fantasy points.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
We haven't got no update yet. Is it alive or not?
That's not true, people. Don't listen to that.
Anyway. Hey, but if you're out there, like the agent said earlier, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Like the video, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Tentatively, we're gonna have a special guest coming up next week. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all come on back.
We got some big shit popping for 2023.
And little things dropping.
Place to be.
For sure.
Hey, did Manny produce that?
Who?
Yep. Manny produced that.
Big thing popping. The same, man. I got to change my goddamn vote, man.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
The Hip Hop School, Past and Present Podcast.